This is Kirby, and I'm making this video because I should have died and I'm alive. It's been a month since the accident that I was in, and I have 4 broken ribs and a broken collarbone, and my head is the most fucked up. I still have double vision, which is why I have these cool glasses. I've gotten a ton of support from coworkers and family and friends and people who matter a lot to me. And I am starting to be able to communicate coherently, but I'm not really like responding to text messages or managing my affairs how I would like. So I thought I would, it's easier for me to just talk. So I'm going to make this video to tell you what happened and how I'm doing, because information deserves to be free, and I hate the thought of just not being at work one day. And maybe the stories about what happened to me are spooky or unspoken. So just gonna do it right here. And now that I'm Kirby 2.0, I don't worry about anything. In part because life is too short and whatever, but mostly because if there's cortisol in my brain, it negatively impacts the neuroplasticity. So I can't get better unless I don't stress out. So I'm just gonna not get stressed about, everything. All right, I'm gonna do what happened and status update. I fell 300 feet and lived. We were at a park in San Mateo that I now know is called Devil's Slide. Well, the area next to the park where I fell. And it was safe there. I saw a tow truck in the parking lot where we parked, and I just ran. I was thinking about how I had to give a presentation the next day that I hadn't even written yet. It was like, I don't know, 9 o'clock at night, and curfew had just started in San Francisco, and my phone was in my purse in the trunk of the car. So even if it only took 3 hours to go get it out of Dodge, it was going to be a whole fiasco. And my brain was in 100 places other than, what are my surroundings? Are my feet touching the ground? Also, I'm from the East Coast where we build roads on the ground, and you don't have to worry that if you're running alongside the road, you're going to fall off a cliff into the ocean. But the trail that I was on ended, and I fell off a cliff into the ocean. I free-falled, like 20 feet, and then rolled ass over tea kettle another 250, and I landed on rocks that are, if it had been high tide, I would have drowned. But it was low tide, so I landed on the rocks that were exposed. I don't remember anything. My partner who was there saw me fall, thought he saw me die. It took firefighters and police. I was missing for an hour. They rescued me. They used 3 helicopters to shine lights down and look for me, and eventually found me with a drone. And as the story goes, I waved to the drone. So I was conscious at some point, but I do not remember. This is the part of the video where thought it would be cool to show the news footage because it was on the news. There's like a crane pulling my stretcher up out of the cliff into the darkness. And I have photos from when I first got to the hospital, and I have that the cast that's like all the way up to your chin, and my hair and face are just completely matted with blood. And the photos from when they first shaved my head in the emergency room, and it's just they sewed 22 wire sutures, like just knots through the the scars to like hold all of the skin together, and they covered my face with stitches just to like hold all the skin together. Uh, that's fucking nasty. I used to think it was not a big deal to show people photos like that because that was what I saw every time I looked in the mirror. But now that my skin is turning back into skin and hair is starting to grow, and most of the scars in my head are gone, it's like, yeah, I mean, ask me if you want to see that. Like, I'm happy to show people, talk about it. Uh, not gonna do that here. I spent 2 weeks in the trauma center at Zuckerberg San Francisco General Hospital, and I was transferred. There's a word for this, but they shipped me off to a rehab center. It was CPMC right on Castro Street. Transported CPMC, um, which is uh, they specialize in brain injury, and they spent a few days giving me tests and assessments, and that was where I learned that I have a traumatic brain injury, or TBI, as we call it in the biz, uh, based on my where I'm at right now, and just the average time it takes people to recover. It's I'm not going to be back at work for 3 to 6 months. I was very sad when I learned that for the first time since the accident. I had just been happy to be alive, but Mozilla is my life. I can't imagine just not being there. Uh, but they've just been like so supportive, um, and really just every step from the night it happened up until through they needed to be out for a while. Like everyone's just been amazing. I'm so lucky, and so lucky to be at uh, CPMC where I just work with people who are experts in cognitive science, which is really interesting. I might make more videos actually, just because there's so many interesting things that, aspects of this whole fucking shitstorm that's gone on. Like so many interesting things have happened because of it, and the stuff that I'm learning at CPMC Davies, where they've produced a lot of research on the attention center of the brain. It's stuff that can benefit anyone, and I might share it. Um, I had a stroke when I was in the hospital. Uh, a couple days after, I was pretty much unconscious for the first 2 days after the fall, and some of my brain just freaked out. They're doing a ton of tests to make sure that there's no way that it was caused by anything, by my heart or anything other than the fall, that brain trauma just led to a small stroke. I have this cool heart monitor. They're just testing my heart to make triple sure. They've done tons of tests, but so that happened. My goal for this video is to describe what happened, and I think you can already see, I have demonstrated how I am. I'm fucking good. I've got all my fingers and all my toes, as my mom likes to point out, all my teeth. I didn't even break a nail. I've lost like a lot of skin, mostly on my head and all over my body, but it's starting to come back, and I can like, I pretty much know what's going on. I suck at memory related tasks and like reading comprehension and memory and anything like visual comprehension. I walk by myself around the apartment as long as I'm wearing my slippy, no slip grip hospital socks and outside with my partner. My physical therapist lets me walk 3 blocks. It'll be 4 soon before I come home. I'm getting it. I'm getting all my skills back. And learning stuff that everyone could benefit from learning. So gonna make more videos. If I sent this to you and you watched it, you're my friend. Thank you for fucking caring. I hope this substitutes from like I'm not on the computer a lot or phone, but and I'm like getting better at one-on-one communication, and I hope that this just like now I fell 300 feet and I lived, and that like just reach out if I don't know you have any questions. I'm gonna be back at work in a while, and if you message me, it's like see if like in a minute, and it's definitely gonna be a minute before I reply, but it means the world to hear from everyone. It's like so good for me. Thank you for being there for me, for just like standing up for me. Thank you.